Hi everyone, welcome back to Prakasham Tutorials. In my previous videos, we have discussed about concept of Python functions. So now here in this video, I am going to discuss about Python lambda functions. So what is lambda function and what is the syntax of the Python lambda function? Create the lambda function in Python. Lambda function is also known as anonymous function. Anonymous function means function without a name. The def keyword is used to define a function, Python function, but the lambda keyword is used to define lambda function. So lambda function can take any number of arguments but can only have one expression. So the syntax of the lambda function is lambda space arguments colon expression. And this is the syntax of the lambda function, lambda space arguments colon expression. So the lambda function can have multiple arguments. Now where the arguments are multiple arguments, but it should have only single expression. Suppose for example, the variable x is equal to lambda space arguments. Argument is a colon and the expression is a plus 10. Press the enter button using the print function. So print of x of variable x of 5. Now here the argument value is 5. So print of x of 5. So the argument a value is 5. So what we can observe on the Python console, the output is, now here the expression is a plus 10. Now here the argument value is 5. 5 plus 10, 15. 15 will be observed on the Python console. And one more example, the variable x is equal to lambda space a comma b colon and expression is a into b. The lambda function can have multiple arguments. Now where the two arguments a comma b are the two arguments, only one expression. That expression is a into b. So using the print function, so print of x of define the argument variables. So x of that argument variables are a variable is a argument is 5 and b argument is 6 and close the bracket. The output will be observed on the Python console. A into b, 5 into 6 is equal to 13. Similarly, you can use more than two arguments, multiple arguments, but it have only one expression. And one more example of the Python lambda function. Now I create the string str1 is equal to string1 is equal to inside the single quotation or the double quotation Prakasham tutorials. Press the enter button. So this string is converted to the uppercase letter using upper method. The syntax of the uh, upper the syntax of the string upper method is string dot upper method. So use the variable upper is equal using the lambda function lambda space string and this is the argument colon string expression string dot upper method so use the print function. So print of upper variable of str1. Okay, so using this lambda function string dot upper method, so this lowercase letter string is converted to the uppercase letter. So the output will be observed on the Python console, that is uppercase letters. And this is another example of the Python lambda function. And using the definition using def keyword function. Okay, so Python lambda function with list comprehensive. So that is list comprehensive example is, for example, tables is equal to lambda space x is equal to x colon x into 10. X is equal to x colon x into 10. X into 10 for space x in range. That range is range of 1 comma 11. Close the square bracket. Close the square bracket. Press the enter button. So now create the for loop for space table in tables. And at the end of the for loop, you can use colon. Press the enter button. So use the print function. So print of call this table variable table print of all table and the multiplication of the table 10. So 10 into 1 equal to 10, 10 equal to 2, 20, 10 into 3, 30, 10 into 4, 40, like that. Okay, so this is the Python lambda function with list comprehension. In this example, we will use the lambda function with list comprehension and lambda with for loop.